Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating article from The Guardian about Luca, the last universal common ancestor. It's not your grandma's biology lesson, folks.
Ooh, Luca. Sounds intriguing. Is this about how we're all related to a single-celled organism? I'm picturing something slimy.
Slimy is one way to put it. Basically, yeah. This article flips the script on how old we think Luca is. We're talking 4.2 billion years ago. Smack dab in the middle of the Hadean Eon. That's hell on earth time, my friends. Volcanoes, meteorites, the works.
Whoa, 4.2 billion years? That's older than I thought. So what's the big deal about this new age estimate?
The big deal? It completely changes our understanding of how quickly life arose on Earth. If life was this complex and thriving that early on, it suggests life might not be this incredibly rare cosmic fluke, but maybe almost inevitable. Think about the implications for extraterrestrial life.
Whoa, hold on a second. You're saying life might be common in the universe? That's a pretty bold statement based on one single-celled organism, isn't it? As well. What about the specific conditions on Earth? Surely they played a role.
I see your point. It's definitely a big leap. But the article highlights that Luca wasn't just some simple blob. It had complex metabolic machinery, a CRISPR-Cas-like immune system, already sophisticated. And it lived in a whole ecosystem, interacting with other organisms. It wasn't alone.
Right, a whole ecosystem. That's mind-blowing. But how do scientists even know about this ancient organism? I mean, there are no fossils from that era, right?
Exactly. No fossils. They use molecular phylogenetics, comparing the genes of modern organisms to trace back their evolutionary relationships. It's like a giant, incredibly detailed family tree, going all the way back to great-great-great-grandpa Luca. And the molecular clock helps estimate when the branches split.
So it's all based on genetic information from organisms alive today? That seems indirect. How accurate can that possibly be?
It's a valid concern. The article acknowledges that it's a complex process, and the reconstructed genome is a best guess. But the more genetic data we gather, the more reliable these analyses become. And the recent study used state-of-the-art methods. It's not perfect, but it's the best we have for now.
Okay, got it. So if Luca was this complex and lived in an ecosystem, what does that mean for our search for life beyond Earth? Are we talking about little green men soon?
Not quite little green men just yet. But it does suggest that the conditions for life might be less stringent than we previously thought. The article mentions that life might be able to start on planets with liquid water, possibly even early Mars or Venus, and the number of Earth-like planets we've discovered is increasing all the time. It's exciting!
It is! This is seriously cool stuff. So what's the next step in all this research? What are scientists working on now?
The article mentions needing more confirmation from the geological record and refining the techniques used in molecular phylogenetics. Basically, more data. They're also looking at how biospheres are maintained over long periods. The Gaia hypothesis comes into play here. It's a whole new field of research opening up.
Amazing. Thanks for breaking this down for us. This has been a truly fascinating look at Luca and the implications for life beyond Earth.
My pleasure. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to Tech Bytes and News. Until next time, keep exploring. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.